Hello, everybody. My name is Lucious Edwards, and I am the Vice President and Interim Historian for the VIA Historical Association. I've been asked, and I'm very proud to have been asked, to say a few words about some of the events in U.S. history, and particularly the history of Virginia, which created this group. And it's an important part of the history of education that we don't pay a lot of attention to, and this is one of the reasons why we're trying to do this. The Virginia school system, public school system, was originated in 1870. It was a segregated school system, and it was not a separate and equal, but it was actually a very unequal and separate. And that was organized in 1870. And by the 19 teens, a form of education had been invented called the training school method. And the training school method was what was supposed to have been the equivalent of a high school. People were afraid of high schools for African Americans. They thought it would make people too uppity, and et cetera, and et cetera. And most of these were in the counties here in Virginia. The only schools in Virginia with high schools were in the cities. And these high schools were 10th and 11th grade. Not 12th grade, but the 10th and the 11th grade. This continued, and in 1927, school teachers here in Virginia formed the VIAL, which was the Virginia Athletic League, and that was designed to bring some type of order and credibility to sports and other extra curricular activities which people wanted to introduce into the black school system. This was important because a lot of people didn't think that schools had anything to do other than study, and there was no leisure. There were problems with people thinking that people wouldn't go to school, but they would just go to school to play sports and etc. And this continued until 1952, when the state of Virginia, in order to perpetuate a separate but equal school system and a massive resistance, created for the first time the VIA, the Virginia Interscholastic Association, and actually put some money into it for the first time. This lasted until 1968, and during that time, it functioned in 115 historically black high schools here in the state of Virginia. We are hoping to and trying to perpetuate the history and to let people know what happened, so we'd have a more balanced and more truthful form of history. I am delighted that we are trying something new here with the different from our normal banquet, and we look forward, I'm sure, to getting back to it. In the meanwhile, please stay safe, enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.